What's up, guys? It's Tajay back with another Last of Us Part 2 informational video. In today's video, I actually want to talk about an official release date that actually got leaked. But before we get into that, if you guys could like the video and let's try to shoot for 200 likes, as well as subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure you'd love to see it, the content that I post. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So before we actually go over the article and give out the release date, I want to actually talk about the history that this channel has had with release dates. And I've only been on YouTube for 3 months as of tomorrow. So when I first started 3 months ago, the idea that I had for release date was actually November 2019. And the things that had actually lead me towards this was actually Drayson Schreier. I don't know if you guys know about him, but he works for Kotaku. And he's a great source for leaks. He's always been right, and he knows like insiders with the game devs. And they actually told him that was coming out November 2019 if there was no delays put in place, as well as Gustavo Santaolalla. He's the musician. What's the word? He's the composer of the music behind The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Part 1. And he actually said The Last of Us Part 2 was actually coming out very soon. And at the time, very soon made no sense except if it was November 2019. But we all know that release date that we all had in mind was pushed back to February 2020 whenever Death Stranding actually got its release date in November. And we can't have Death Stranding and The Last of Us Part 2 all together in 1 month. That's just not very strategic for Sony to do. It would be very unsmart for them to release both of their biggest games on the console, right next to each other. Now I actually want to talk about why I thought that the release date was going to be February 2020. Now, my reasoning behind being led into thinking this was, so if Death Stranding comes out in November, and that's the end of this year, and they can't be right next to each other, the best time for The Last of Us would be February, since we also still have Ghost of Tsushima to come out, and that's going to be, after, even further down the line, after The Last of Us Part 2. Since The Last Part 2 is close to being done, we've had information in this game. We haven't had information behind Ghost of Tsushima itself, and we do have the PlayStation 5 releasing in the holiday season for sure, most definitely of 2020. So for these games to be spaced out correctly, we're gonna have to have one early and then one in the middle of the year. So the early one have to be The Last of Us, since that's the game we've gotten updates on. We haven't seen anything about Ghost of Tsushima. As well as the reason why I exactly thought February is because Ellie, aka Ashley Johnson, the girl who actually voices Ellie and mocaps her, she was asked a question about when's the release date for the game is coming out, and she mumbled "Feh," but she was cut off. So that also led me into thinking the game was coming out February. But now, as of today, the game is not coming out February and is not coming out November, and we actually have a leaked release date of when it will come, and we're about to go over this article and actually look at this. So according to a Gaming Intel article, the headliner says The Last of Us 2 release date rumor suggests very long wait for fans. And it goes on to say, although Naughty Dog has already finished filming the final scene of The Last of Us 2, it appears as though fans are going to have to wait quite a while until they can get their hands on a highly anticipated sequel. A rumor has surfaced online which supposedly details The Last of Us Part 2 release date. It's believed that Naughty Dog initially planned to release the title towards the end of 2019, but delayed the game in a bid to improve the quality of certain aspects. Recent leaks have suggested a launch in February 2020. The release date may have been pushed back even further, however. A new rumor claims that an internal source in Naughty Dog's development team has revealed the recent results of a corporate meeting of the Sony PlayStation. The meeting allegedly included marketing leaders in addition to lead directors of the Naughty Dog studio. According to a new post on 4chan, the meeting detailed The Last of Us Part 2 release date as May 22nd of 2020. If this rumor is anything to go by, then this is a considerably longer amount of time than fans originally expected. There's a good chance that news might not go down too well within the community. Sony's marketing leaders also reportedly suggested that the date must be weighed more carefully in an effort to avoid possible financial repercussions. It seems as if Sony is making a conscious effort to make the release date not interfere with other popular titles. The sequel will also supposedly introduce interesting narrative developments which will give light to an unexpected turn of events. So yeah, guys, that is not great news at all to me. This game has been delayed yet again, and honestly, this wait is almost nearly a year away. We're literally 2 months short. This wait is 10 months. We are in July, June, May. Yeah, we're literally 10 months from this game being released of May 22nd, and that's actually insane. That's very disappointing, but now this can mean some good news, okay? So if this is true, we can be expecting some form of new gameplay or new trailer. Not exactly with the release date probably, but we could be expecting some form of information that's legit that we could look at and feast our eyes upon. That's something from Naughty Dog themselves. So if this game is really 10 months out, I'm pretty sure they're going to start rolling out some updates for the game just to keep people their attention towards it, because if they don't, honestly, I feel like a lot of people, like they said, it would just get stirred up in the community, and it would be very bad, and it could be a little bit of a downfall. So we just have to wait and see how things pan out, see how things turn out, and we'll just have to see. But honestly, for me, I'm patient enough. I feel like I could wait the extra 10 months. Plus, I mean, it gives me more chance and more time to grow the channel before the game comes out. So me personally, I don't really have that big of a problem with it being delayed, but I know I really do want to play the game. I know a lot of you guys do want to play the game as well, so I'm pretty sure this might, you know, hurt a lot of other fans. But I want to know you guys' opinions. Let me down in the comments below. Let me know. I'll be reading everything you guys have to say. I will be responding to a lot of you guys' thoughts and opinions. And, you know, I will listen to your rants. I'll give you some reassurance. Whatever you guys need, I will be reading everything and replying to most. As well, if you guys can subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that as well. And like this video. Remember, we're trying to get 200 likes in this video as a goal. And we usually hit that normally. So, yeah. See you guys tomorrow with another banger.